The screen flickered to life at exactly 3:47 p.m., and I knew immediately something was wrong. 7 weeks. 7 weeks since Sandra had burst into my office, clutching that canvas tote like a lifeline, her eyes blazing with the kind of righteous fury that could move mountains. Now, staring at her pixelated face through the grainy video call, I felt my blood turn to ice. The fire was gone, completely extinguished. "Christ, Sandra," I breathed, forgetting my professional composure. Her dirty blonde hair hung in greasy tangles around a face that had aged a decade in 2 months. The same pale pink blouse from our first meeting, now a roadmap of stains and wrinkles, hung off her shrinking frame like a surrender flag. "How are you holding up?" I asked, though the answer was written in the hollow caves where her eyes used to be. She barked out a laugh that sounded like breaking glass.
"I think I've destroyed everything I touch."
Behind her, I caught glimpses of hell masquerading as housing. Bare walls the color of old bones, a single folding chair, windows that looked out onto nothing. The kind of place where hope goes to die. "Tell me," I said, leaning forward until my face nearly touched the screen. "Tell me everything." Her voice was flat, mechanical.
"I chickened out with the police. Couldn't face another person looking at me like I was delusional. So I got smart instead, hired Richard Blackwood. You know, the guy with the billboards. Justice for everyone, they say."
My stomach clenched. I knew that name. Nothing good ever followed it. "Sandra, please tell me you didn't."
10,000 up front, then 5 more for investigation costs. Then expert witnesses, filing fees, research expenses.
She pulled a crumpled tissue from somewhere off screen, her hands shaking like autumn leaves.
$15,000 later, we haven't even filed a single goddamn paper.
The words hit me like physical blows. Jesus.
He's bleeding me dry, 1 billable hour at a time. $300 to tell me we need more evidence. 300 more to review what I bring him. 300 to explain why it's still not enough.
Her voice cracked like thin ice.
Last week I asked for a breakdown of charges. You know what he said? That my trust issues could hurt our case.
I watched her collapse inward, vertebra by vertebra, until she looked like a woman folding in on herself.
I have 200,000 left from selling my house. That's it. That's everything between me and the street, and I'm watching it disappear into the pockets of another predator.
What about legal aid? Other options?
Too rich for free help, too poor for real help. Ha ha ha. They've got me in the perfect trap. I tried to buy a house last month, nothing fancy. Just somewhere I could lock the door and feel safe. The banks took one look at my age and my situation, and basically patted me on the head. Perhaps you should consider renting, dear.
Tears were forming now, cutting tracks through the exhaustion etched into her face.
Do you know what it feels like to watch your own son steal your future? Then have every person you turn to for help treat you like you're already in the ground.
"Sandra, you're not."
"I am already dead!"
She screamed, and I jerked back from the screen.
"Don't you see? I'm a ghost. A walking corpse with a checkbook. Everyone who looks at me sees the same thing. A dying asset waiting to be liquidated."
She shot up from her chair, and the camera angle went wild. When she came back into frame, she was closer, her face streaked with tears and twisted with rage.
Toby was right. That's what I am. A dying asset. The only question is whether I die broke or rich.
My training kicked in, but my heart was hammering against my ribs. "Sandra, where are you right now?"
On my balcony.
The words were too casual, too calm.
8th floor. Hell of a view up here. You can see the whole city spread out like a circuit board.
Every alarm in my head was screaming. I need you to step back inside, right now.
I come out here every night now, just thinking about how much simpler everything would be if I just wasn't a problem anymore.
I was already grabbing my phone, fingers flying over the emergency contact screen. Sandra's address was in her file. Police could be there in minutes if they hurried. Sandra, listen to me very carefully. I made my voice steel. You are not a dying asset. You are not powerless, and you are not alone.
Yes, I am.
Her voice had gone eerily calm, the kind of calm that precedes the storm.
Completely, utterly alone. My son betrayed me. My lawyer is robbing me blind. My own family thinks I've lost my mind.
Through the screen, I could see her moving, getting closer to what had to be the railing. Wind whipped her hair around her face like a battle flag. Step back inside. Now. I put every ounce of authority I possessed into those words. She turned to face the camera, and I could see she was fully outside now, the city lights beginning to twinkle behind her like a constellation of broken promises. Remember what you told me in that first session, I said quickly, my voice cutting through the wind. You said you were done being silent, that you'd been a doormat for too long. That woman is still in there, Sandra. Don't let the bastards win.
They already have.
She was gripping the railing now, her knuckles white against the metal.
There's nothing left to fight with.
Bullshit! I roared, and she flinched. You have your truth. You have your evidence. You have every woman who's ever been discarded and dismissed and written off. You think you're the only one?
I don't have any strength left.
Then borrow mine. I was dialing 911 now, whispering Sandra's address into the phone, while keeping my eyes locked on her face. Borrow strength from every woman who's ever been where you are and chose to keep fighting. I could hear sirens in the distance, growing closer. Sandra, what would you tell another woman in your exact situation? If she was standing where you are right now. She was quiet for a long moment, the wind the only sound.
I tell her to fight back.
Then fight back. Don't let Toby win. Don't let Blackwood win. Don't let a broken system write your obituary. The sirens were getting louder now, close enough that I could hear them through the connection. I've called for help, I said. Police and paramedics are coming. I need you to step inside and unlock your door. Can you do that? She looked directly into the camera then, and I saw something flicker in her eyes. Not hope, exactly. But maybe just enough stubborn fury to step back from the void.
I'm so goddamn tired.
Being tired isn't the same as being finished, I replied. We're going to destroy them, Sandra. All of them. But I need you alive to do it. What happened next was a blur of movement. Sandra stepping inside, the sound of her door buzzer, authoritative voices, and then a paramedic's face briefly filling the screen to confirm she was safe. When the call ended, I sat in the sudden silence of my office, my hands still shaking from adrenaline. If you would like to hear part 3, make sure you like and subscribe.